My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, I'm Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today is a special episode because I am working with a multi-channel collaboration called #Quarantine Cooking. And what it is, it's you're supposed to cook with whatever in your pantry, refrigerator, or freezer. But I took it one step further. I am cooking with whatever in my pantry out of cans. But also, I took one thing out of the refrigerator, and that was from fresh cilantro that I like to put it with at the end. But let's get started. By the way, we are cooking, if you did not know already, a chickpea curry that is so delicious. You will definitely love it. Let's get our onion. I have an onion sliced up. I have some olive oil heating up in the pan. Right on in. And then I have some garlic going in also. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of salt. Very simple. This recipe is so easy, so simple. A little bit of salt so we could release the liquid from the onions. Okay, let's get this around in the pan, and we're just gonna let this go probably about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. We're gonna get a nice little color, let all the juices release from the onions. And then we're gonna hit it with all those curry spices and make it really simple though. It's been about 5 minutes. Our onions have released all their juices. So let's add our spices here. And you do what you have in the cupboard. I have here a yellow curry with some turmeric and some fresh coriander seeds. I like to put it in the actual pan and let it wake up the spices first. Here it is. Okay, we want to let this go around and let it hit the pan and let those spices wake up in the bottom of the pan because they've been sleeping in that jar, right? So let's get that. Let's just wake up those spices a little bit and before we add the chickpeas to this. Okay. And whatever spices you have, I mean, I have a yellow curry. If you have a red curry, if you have an Indian curry you like, if you want to do a garam masala, whatever you want to put in there. Now look at that. Those are definitely have toasted up some. So let's add in our chickpeas. And our chickpeas were drained and rinsed. So we want to add those in, and let's work everything around, get those chickpeas with all those spices. Let's work that in. And then, remember, everything's out of cans. I have some diced tomatoes here and some coconut milk. There we go. We're rubbing this around. And right now, we want to add in our diced tomatoes. And I did drain them because I find it to be a little too much liquid if I kept the whole amount of juice that was in the diced tomatoes. So I did drain them. That's a good little tip for you. And then on top of that, here is our coconut milk. And let me turn this down to a simmer now. There we go. And I used a full of fat coconut milk. Oh yes, look at this. Look how easy and simple that is, right? Now to this, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt since I didn't salt anything yet. And it's that simple. And we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. And you can put this on basmati rice. You can put this on some naan bread. You can dip your naan bread in it. whatever you'd like to do. So we'll just let that simmer, come back up to a simmer here, and let that go for about 10 minutes till all the flavors just combine. And I want to tell you really quickly about the wine that we're doing today. And this is X, a rosé from Provence. It is delicious. Let me have a sip first. I'm getting tastes of watermelon and strawberry and a lot of floral scents. It is delicious. It will just pare down all those spices from the curry and the turmeric and everything. So let that finish up. Let's plate up, and I can't wait to eat. Now, right before you plate, I just want to add a little bit of acidity. I had some limes, so some fresh lime juice going right in. Fresh lime juice going right in, and some cilantro. If you don't have the fresh cilantro, that's quite all right. We did put the coriander in there. It does have a little different taste than fresh cilantro, though. So we are going to put in some fresh cilantro. There we go. And we'll just stir this around. And we are ready to plate up. It's that simple, it's that easy, but it's that delicious. Now let me get some, I have some basmati rice that I'm going to pair with this. Let me grab it. Before I dig in, I would first like to thank the channel, The Kitchen Queers, for inviting me in this quarantine cooking collaboration. It was a lot of fun, I must say. And then I would like to thank all my subscribers. And don't forget to like and share my videos also. But I can't wait to dig in any longer. This is so delicious. I got a spoon because I want to get all the curry flavor going on in there, that delicious curry. Wow. That is so good. And I can't believe everything was right out of the pantry and out of cans. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff. And we'll see you next week.